So this episode begins with Kirito getting his ass kicked in a botched attempt at saving Shinon. Gotta love it. I give him props for trying at least. So beginning of this episode, I was thinking that Kirito was going to come in and just start beating the living dog shit out that motherfucker, but I was surprised that this maniac was so crazy, and I don't think it's because he's like some beast motherfucker, some brawlic motherfucker, or either that Kirito is like a weakling or anything, because Kirito has had some pretty good training, like not only inside of games and everything, but we've seen him training with his sister as well, so he's somewhat of an athletic person, and when I saw him just Asura, and just grabbing Kirito and just knocking the fuck out of him, I was thinking to myself, like, it must be the insanity that's giving him this driving force, because yes, if somebody is that crazy, and they just go absolute ape shit with everything they got, they can fuck up even the most craziest strong people. So I understand why he got his ass kicked in a sense, but I was just like, damn, it made me cringe a little bit. You come in to rescue somebody and then you end up on the floor getting punched in the face, like, ouch. But really, with all 14 episodes thus far of Sword Art Online 2, the best thing that is done, and I just absolutely love it, is character development for Shinon. I mean, this girl has gone from being absolutely petrified, puking everywhere over seeing the sight of a gun, to everything that she's done in this episode and what she's repeatedly progressed in throughout this series. It's like, and we're only halfway through season 2. First being like, you know what, fuck it, I ain't running for my life, and going and saving Kirito, knocking this motherfucker out, which I was wishing, I know it's a little bit crazy and out there, but as much as I hated this motherfucker for trying to rape Shinon, I was hoping that she would have, after knocking him onto the ground, do one more time, just throw it on his fucking face. Maybe I'm a little bit too over the top, but I was just like, you don't do that, man. You don't violate a woman like that. Fuck you. I did feel like it was a little bit cheap, though, after he stabbed him with the syringe at that one particular part. I've seen it in so many different, like, you know, media and so many different films and series and everything like that, where the one thing that was there, the heart monitor that was stuck there, is where he stabbed him, so it didn't go all the way through. I was like, cliche as fuck, but whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't want Kirito to die either, but it just felt like it could have been done a little bit better than just something that we've seen time and time again, like, you know, the necklace just happened to save him, or the one thing he left on there, but yeah. But the shining moment of the episode was seeing the true development of Shinon when those little bitches was trying to bully her, and yes, I say little bitches because I don't tolerate and I don't like any of that shit at all, especially somebody like Shinon that we've seen through our eyes how much bullshit she's gone through. To see this bitch pull out a gun, and it looked like she was gonna shoot her. She went to actually press the damn, you know, trigger. I was like, really, you're gonna shoot her right now? What the fuck? So I don't know if she was just gonna press it a little bit or something, or was she like, what the fuck were you gonna do? Was she actually gonna shoot her there? But when Shinon walked up to her, pulled the gun out of her hands, and was like, oh yeah, I know this kind of gun, and even shot it, that showed huge development, and it showed it in a realistic way. It wasn't that she's completely, oh, I'm not scared of guns anymore. Pff, I lick this gun right now. It was her slowly taking steps to developing past that. Like, she still felt the after effects of it when she was walking by herself, but that's the first step, and it was in a realistic manner. She's not going to just immediately become completely desensitized to the situation. So the way they handled that, very well done, and in all honesty, Shinon is the best character. I've said it time and time again, but I got to keep saying it. She is the best reason, for that matter, to watch SAO2, because her development where she was to where she's at right now, even the baby steps, they all were very vital to this development and where she's at right now. It's like, Shinon, good shit. Good old Kirito trying to be a little badass, showing up on his little motorcycle like, yeah, baby, I'm here now. It's like, come on, bro. And did anyone else notice that he introduced Asuna and the other chick as, oh, these are my friends from SAO? He didn't say, oh, and by the way, this girl is my, you know, girlfriend, anything like that. It's like, yeah, you little sly dog, are you trying to hit them both? Just don't go too far, because I don't want another school days on our hands here. Next thing you know, Asuna's on a boat link. No, I'm not even gonna go there, fuck it. Or would it actually be Shinon that's the Kotonoha? And even though I kind of felt like it was a dick move, him telling her deepest and darkest secret, definitely it was once again helping to develop her even further and start appreciating herself, because not only did she have that fear, but you could definitely tell that Shinon was involved in self-hatred. She definitely really didn't like herself for what she had done and what ultimately her life had led. So for her to actually see that, yeah, you actually saved lives. You saved a pregnant woman, and this little child wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for what you did. Definitely helping to develop her, and Shinon for the win. Like, this episode, that's all it screamed out to me. Shinon for the motherfucking win. Kirito tried to be the hero. No, it was Shinon. They try to bully Shinon. Oh, I'm over that shit. And then the icing on the cake where that woman says, you saved my life. yeah, you don't need to hate yourself. You actually are a hero. And some interesting setup as well, that those motherfuckers that were Death Gun pretty much already went on trial, but one of them is still like, oh yeah, this isn't over. And he could be referring to the one guy that escaped. So I'm imagining, since this is Gun Gale Online, that one guy is still going to be the remaining threat for the remainder of the series. Because again, we're only on episode 14. This is supposed to be 24, 25 episodes. We still have a ways to go to, you know, deal with this motherfucker. But overall, as far as character development goes, progressing and everything, I just felt like this was a very good episode. Like, these are those subtleties that you need that ultimately have a larger impact than everything else. Yeah, you have the action, and to a certain degree, this episode started off with the remainder of action between, you know, that fucking nut job and Kirito, but ultimately, it was the progression of the character, the characterization of Shinon, seeing where she's come, the development and everything is like, yeah, that's really what stood out to me and what made this a very good episode. Like, SAO 2, if you've heard about SAO1 and that it's bad or whatever, get through it and then go to SAO2, because SAO2, once you actually start getting into it, it's just good shit, man. Giving this episode 8 out of 10. I love character development like that, and it was just perfect. Shinon's development was absolutely... I loved it. But let me know what you guys thought of this episode. First of all, what do you think about Shinon's development? Also, what did you think about Kirito kind of not introducing... I'm sure it wasn't in that way. Maybe it was. Who knows? But him not introducing Asuna as his girlfriend right there in front of Shinon is like, is he trying to play both sides of the field? Like, I don't blame him. I'm not mad at him. I can't hate the player. I can only hate the game. And what do you think? Is that last Death Gun guy going to be the final problem and the final antagonist for the remainder of SAO? And your overall thoughts of this episode. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.